Hello, Facebook friends. My name is Lynnette Stephens, and I thought since I've got several new followers in the last couple of weeks that I should take just a minute and introduce myself to everyone who's new to my page. Like I said, my name is Lynnette Stephens, and I have been passionate about doing DIY crafty things my entire life, and have also been passionate about encouraging others to be creative and to try their hand at DIY and crafty things. So that is the reason my page exists, so that I can maybe walk you through and show you things and how easy a lot of these things are to do that would give you some encouragement and some confidence that you would sit down and take on some of these projects yourself. So welcome to my page. I'm glad that you found me. And if you guys would do me a favor throughout the video, or if you're catching me on the replay, if you have, hi Cheryl, thank you dear. If you guys have family and friends that you think would like to find, or I can't even talk tonight. I'm sorry, let's start that over. You've got family and friends that would enjoy making handmade gift cards, gift tags, envelopes to hold gift cards, that kind of thing. Would you share this video with them or tag them in the comments so that they can hop on and watch with us? I would appreciate that. So thank you guys if you would do that for me. And with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down and we'll go ahead and get started. So thank you guys for joining me. Let me get the camera down here and make sure that you guys can see the work area. And I'm going to hop on for just a second here and also bring the live up on my laptop so that if you guys are commenting or asking questions as we go along, I want to be able to answer those. So give me just a second here, because sometimes when my phone is turned down, it makes it hard for me to see your comments. And if I bring it up on my laptop here in front of me, then it makes it a lot easier for me to answer your questions as we go along. So if you guys have questions, please don't hesitate to ask me as we go. Just put it in the comments and I'll try to answer you as we go along. And if for some reason I miss your comment during the live, then I will sit down later tonight and get those answered for you guys. So thank you for joining me. The first thing I'm going to do, if you guys watched my live a few days ago, I told you that all through the year I save and hang on to things that I think could come in handy, especially this time of year, when I'm ready to sit down and do my gift cards. I keep calling them gift cards. Gift tags. And I hang on to those things. So as we go along and I show you each of the different things, I will try to tell you that yes, this is something I hung on to, and here's what it was in its former life. And maybe that will encourage you guys to also start building your stash of things that you can next year and the years after sit down and make your gift tags out of. So the very first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you this little piece of corrugated cardboard. Honestly, I can't even tell you guys what I saved this from, but I'm going to turn it so you guys can see it's truly the nice corrugated, a little bit thicker cardboard, and I love it. It's just got the texture. It's already so wonderful for you to start a project with because you've got that texture already built in. So I hang on to 5 or 6 of these throughout the year, and I'm going to show you here my favorite thing to do with those. First thing is I took one that was that exact, let me get it back. I took one this exact size and just cut it in half with my scissors, okay? And then from there, that left me the 2 halves, okay? And the first thing I did was get it in your mind that you want a tree trunk, if you will, at the bottom of your corrugated cardboard. So I just took my scissors, and I see that I kind of kept this one crooked, so I'm going to straighten him up in here right quick. I cut him before I went live, and he's a tad bit crooked. And guys, we're not going to worry about perfection on any of these things that we're doing tonight. It's not about perfection, because sometimes our imperfection is what creates the character on a lot of things. So we're not going to waste our time worrying about perfection. If you'll look, I'll show you, I've got 2 different size trunks. It doesn't matter. These are going on 2 different gift tags, so I don't care if they're not perfect. Okay, so I've got my 2 pieces here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cardboard because I want to find the center point so that my tree, the tip of my tree would be centered with the bottom of the trunk. And a real simple way to do that is to start kind of folding the cardboard, and I do this kind of gingerly because I don't really want to put big old wrinkles in my cardboard. But I start the folding process. Actually, I think it works better if I go this way. Just where I can kind of figure out where the middle is. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then once I figure out where the middle is, I'm going to take my ruler, and what I'm going to call the center, I'm going to just go from what I'm calling the center of my tree down to the far point of the cardboard. So does that make sense to everybody? All I'm trying to do right here is just get a somewhat straight line so that when we're finished it resembles a tree, and I'm just using a regular old number 2 pencil. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I've got my point, and I'm going to trace right at that side, and then I'm going to take my regular scissors. Ashley, Sherry, my friend Jan, thank you girls for hopping on. If you guys think that you have friends or family that would enjoy tonight's live, I would greatly appreciate it if you would share it on to your personal page, or if you've got specific friends and family, feel free to tag them where only they see in the comments that they were tagged. Either way, that I would appreciate that if you guys would do that for me. Okay, I'm just trying to find the center of this one, and it looks to be about right there. And again, guys, this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So I'm going to go from what I'm calling my center back down to this far corner again, mark it with my pencil, and then turn my ruler, do the same thing. And guys, you don't have to use a ruler. Any straight edge would work for this, but I grabbed the ruler just because it was handy. But anything with a straight edge, because all you're doing is cutting out your Christmas tree shape, okay? So I'm going to cut my tree shape. Okay, throw the trash over here. And then I think they're super cute, and I'm going to show you guys one idea that, depending on how long we run tonight, I might actually finish this for you guys. But I did one big one. The little piece that I cut in half, I took one of my pieces and cut the tree out of it. And look, just leaving it the cardboard color, but putting this green and red, like kind of an argyle type plaid behind it. Look how pretty that is. So you could even leave them cardboard colored, but I'm going to paint these for you guys real quick. So let me grab a brush, and I'm going to do a green one, and then for all of you gals that are loving the whites and neutrals, and I know there are a lot of you out there right now, I'm going to do one of the trees white so that you guys could see how that will turn out. And in the past when I've done these, I'm going to leave my trunk just the cardboard color. And again, guys, on this, your tree doesn't have to be painted perfect. If cardboard shows through in places, that's just character. As a matter of fact, I think I might leave this one not perfectly painted so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because once again, it just adds that little bit of character because it's not perfect. So I'm just going to wipe some green paint here on my tree. And I want to make sure I get a little bit up here at the tip. Okay, so there's that guy. All right, and see how good the trunk looks just leaving it the natural cardboard. So I'm going to leave that one as is, okay? We're going to call that guy finished. Okay, now for all you neutral gals that love the neutral colors, I'm going to do these guys, and I'm not using a stark white, guys. I'm just using, oh, and I should have told you that on the green too. It's just a little small craft paint. You guys can pick these up at Walmart in the craft department or Hobby Lobby, Michael's, those kind of places, and that's what I'm using. This color is antique white, which is a color I use a lot because sometimes the whites tend to be a little stark white, a little too white. I think I'm going to make this. I probably should have got some paper and put it down. I'll just use this paper plate to paint on so that you guys can see. Let me just pour out a little bit of paint, make this a little bit faster. And once again, when you're painting your trees, if you want to go for that kind of barely snow look, you could achieve that look by not putting a whole lot of paint on, okay? And I'm just using regular little craft brushes to put my paint on, so you don't need any fancy tools. So I'm going to get this one painted white. And honestly, I'm probably going to do kind of a sloppy paint job, if you will, on it too. If you're somebody that likes a more of a perfection type look, you can put 2 or 3 coats on if you want it covered. But I, for my taste, love this. So I'm going to show it to you guys. Well, let me get it away from the white paper plate so you guys can see it better. But I love this, and I don't know if you guys can see if I turn it different angles. It's not painted perfect, and I think that makes it look really neat. So I'm going to paint, oh, and these guys, I cut these out of the trash from the big guy I showed you a while ago. These were kind of left in the corners after I got done cutting him out. So instead of just throwing these away because they already resemble trees, I made one more cut because one side was a little longer than the other. I just straightened that up and decided that these would also make a super cute gift tag. And I've got several different ideas to share with you guys tonight, but I wanted to go ahead and get these going because these needed painting, and I wanted the paint to have a little time to dry while we work on a few other projects, and then we'll come back and we'll get these glued up on another piece of paper or cardboard or whatever. I may even have you guys help me decide what we put these 2 guys on, but that'll be towards the end. That way our paint can be drying. And I will tell you guys, when I'm sitting and making my gift tags, this is what I do. I take an evening and I sit and try to get as many made as I can. Sometimes I don't make enough and I have to go back and redo. I'm just going to leave those on there. And then other times I didn't make enough and I have to sit and do it again. So that's that. I just take an evening though, or afternoon, Saturday morning, whatever, and work on my gift tags. So we'll let these guys dry, and while they're drying, I'm going to pick another one. I think we'll go with this guy. This is a fun project. I've got my glue gun heating up over here too so that we can use him. Okay, for the next one, I'm just using one of the brown craft paper tags. You can pick these tags up at, I don't know for sure that Walmart has them, but I got mine at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to tell you where they're at. On the aisle where they have all the scrapbook paper and the scrapbooking things, everything's scrapbooking, that's the aisle I found these on. So hopefully that's where they're at your local Hobby Lobby. And like I said, you might could find them. I don't know if some of the office supply stores might have them too. But anyway, that's where I got mine. And so what we're going to do on this guy is I'm going to show you how to make a super cute Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that, dear. All right, guys. Once again, perfection's out the window. I'm going to draw what looks like, I laugh because my drawing skills aren't one of my strong points, just to be honest with you guys. So hopefully me doing this will give you the confidence to do it. Because if this reindeer face isn't perfect, it's okay. It's totally okay. So I'm going to draw my reindeer on, and we're going to give him a red nose when we're done. So really, you're just drawing what you would think of as a reindeer head. So, voila, kind of egg-shaped. That's okay. Put a couple of eyes on the guy, and then I'm going to draw some antlers. So there's my antlers. Your antlers can be more sophisticated, but that's mine. And then we're going to take hot glue, and I'm going to put some hot glue on a red pom-pom here. Come on, glue gun. And girls, you want to be careful too when you're using hot glue. A couple of things. A little bit goes a long way, so remember that, and be very, very careful because I had somebody burn their fingers in one of my classes the other night. And then you're going to just stick your red pom-pom on where it would look natural for Rudolph's nose to be. So, there's our Rudolph tag. So I'm going to turn around where you guys can see. Pretty cute. Then I'm going to take, to kind of finish him off, I'm going to make, let's see, I'm going to make a string ribbon for him so that you could easily attach him to your gift. And what I'm doing is I'm just using red and white baker's twine. You can use anything. You could use ribbon. You could use the little jute rope. It doesn't matter what you use. I just thought this would be cute with it. I cut a pretty good size, probably a 12-inch long piece of string, and then I'm just going to fold it in half, okay? And then I'm going to take the loop part and send it through the front of the tag, okay? Pull the loop out towards the back. Then I'm going to take the two pieces of my twine and I'm going to reach my fingers through the loop, grab a hold of it, and then give it a tug. And that creates a string that you could use to attach your gift tag to your bag. So there you go. I'm going to turn it around so you guys can look. A cute little Rudolph gift tag. So we'll put him aside for a minute. And the next thing that I'm going to share with you guys are I saved these 4 cute little envelopes. Once upon a time, I guess I could turn them the other way so you guys can see them better. Once upon a time, these were air fresheners. They had scented little beads in them, and once they no longer worked, I could have just tossed them, but I decided they were too cute to toss, so I hung on to them. And I'm going to show you, let's pick, we only have to do one of these guys for you to see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use my decorative scissors, decorative edge scissors. These are the ones that end up just looking like torn paper. I have a basket full of these, you guys, but this seems to always be my go-to guy. I love this one because, once again, it's not perfect looking. It's not supposed to be perfect looking, so it's real easy to just grab him because however he ends up is fine. So I'm going to cut out our cute little Santa and his puppy dog. I need to cut the back of this. It's causing us some problems. Let me get this off of here. Okay, throw that guy away. Alright, so you take your decorative edge scissors and I'm just going to cut out, I'm cutting just inside the edge of the front of the envelope, and that way, hopefully, it's going to stay somewhat squared up if I just use that edge as kind of a guide. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it doesn't end up perfect. Okay, so we got our Santa. And now I'm going to use just a glue stick and put glue on the back side of our Santa that we've cut out. So I'm just sticking that on. And I'm going to tell you one of the things that I think this is going to be good for. So this time I'm going to put our Santa on just a small little brown envelope that I also bought at Hobby Lobby on that same aisle where I bought the gift tags. And I think, you know, a lot of times when we give gift cards to places, you know, most of the places today have a cute little envelope for you to put it in. And then there's places that want to charge you, right, for an envelope or a small tin. Well, this could be a way that you could gift your gift cards without having to spend extra money buying a $5 tin that they're trying to sell to you to put your gift card in. So I'm just going to take our Santa, and you notice I didn't spend too much time. I just kind of looked to make sure I sort of had the same amount of space on each side and then the same amount of space at the bottom and the top. And I'm just going to, he didn't get glued on really good. Miss this corner down here. And guys, you can always just check your work on stuff like this. And if you've got an edge or a corner that's lifting as soon as you put it on, just go ahead and add a little more glue to that area. So we've got him on. Now, at this point, you could choose to use him and gift him as is, or you could take embellishments, you know, and add things to him. If you had maybe a couple of small, teeny, they had make the little bitty jingle bells, and if I'd have thought, I would have looked in my craft room and brought some in here, and I didn't think about it. But you could take 1, 2, or 3 of those, the real little ones. They're about the size of a pencil eraser, and you could hot glue those maybe on Santa's suit, you know, so it gives a little 3D effect. So you could easily do that. To dress it up, you could add some ribbon or some rickrack across the bottom or whatever. I like this plain because I love the picture. So there's an idea for a way that you can give your gift cards to your recipients without spending extra money on a container, some way to give that to them. So there's that idea. Hopefully that will help some of you guys. The next one I want to share with you guys is pretty funny. I bought last year during Christmas at, I think it was at TJ Maxx, I bought a really cute little wooden spool that had little burlap ribbon on it. And on that spool was this cute little tag was wrapped around it. And you guys can see, good tidings to you, inspected by elf number 1225, super cute. The back side just says to and from. So guess what? Yeah, I hung on to that because I'm like, that's a really cute tag. So when I come on live in a few days, when I start wrapping my gifts in my brown paper, craft paper that I use, I will use this tag and show you guys, because when I look at this, I think, oh, if I did a really cute, like pieces of greenery, evergreen of some kind, and then tie this on, the red and white baker's twine and this brown of the tag would really pop against evergreen. So that's probably what I'm going to do with it. So you guys will see me use all of the things we're making tonight, as a matter of fact, when I get ready to start wrapping my gifts. But this one, I'm not doing anything to it, guys. All I did was take it off of the twine that I bought and threw it in my drawer where I keep all my paper crafting and drug it out this year. So how easy is that? So that's that. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys, and I think we'll do an envelope again for this one. If I can figure out where I stuck over there. Guys, you should see what's behind the camera over here would be called a, yeah, a crafting tornado. That's what it looks like happened on my kitchen island, because I just grabbed things and brought them in here. So I wasn't sure what all I wanted to show you guys, and I didn't want to run too long. So another cute idea. So I'm taking another one of the little small brown bags, and for those of you that just joined me, I bought these bags at Hobby Lobby on the paper crafting aisle, where you can buy scrapbook paper and that, you know, stickers and labels and all that cute stuff is where I got these. I also, on that same aisle, bought these super cute labels, from and to labels, that I think are adorable, and they remind me of labels that you would have seen, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago on mail. So I thought they were super cute, and I picked them up because in my mind, I haven't tried this yet, so we'll see if I was right or wrong. I thought they would be super cute, stuck just on one of these envelopes. And how easy is that? They're already sticky on the back, by the way, guys, so no glue stick or anything on those. There's that. So once again, put your gift card in, and you've got a cute little way to give your gift card. The other thing that I thought would be cute for these is to do another one of the big gift tags and take your label. And I'm doing the red because if you guys have followed me for a while, you know red's my favorite color. I think the blue would be super cute too, but since I'm partial to red, and it feels like I'm trying to peel out 2 of these. No, maybe not. Okay, so the other thing I thought would be super cute is to just stick it on one of these big gift tags, and you would have your from and to. And then I think it would look good if we add some sort of ribbon or something to it. So let me pick something a little different this time. Instead of the baker's twine, I'm going to see if I can get this through there. Don't know for sure that I can, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, so once again, I just took my ribbon and cut it, and I'm going to try to get some of the folds out of there, or it's been folded. Just going to fold it in half, and we're going to see if it'll fit through this hole. Not sure it will. Okay, I think we're in luck. It worked. So I'm just going to feed it through, and then I'm going to pull my two tail pieces back through the loop and give it a tug. Okay. This one is not wanting to tighten up for some reason. I'm going to have to kind of help it, probably because it's a little thick. Okay, there we go. We got it. And then this, of course, this kind of stuff bugs me, so I'd probably have to hit this with a cool iron and iron those creases out where it was folded. But anyway, so there's another cute tag that doesn't cost much to make, but looks like you put a little bit of extra effort into your gift giving this year. So there's that idea. Next up, let's tackle this guy. Okay, so I told you guys the other day that I've bought several of the punches. I don't know if there's a better name for them. That's what I call them. Maybe that's what they're called. I don't know. But anyway, you just, you can slip a piece of paper in it, and you press this little lever down, and whatever shape it is, it cuts out paper in that shape for you. So I took my circle, which is a 1.5 inch circle, and I took 3 different scrapbook papers and cut out my little round, the round disc, round balls, whatever they look like. And I thought it would be fun if we turned this one in to Christmas ornaments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys glued up with a glue stick on the back and stick that guy there. And I think the key to this, to making this really look good, is to have all 3 of the ornaments at varying heights so that they're not right beside each other. So I'm going to purposely, I think I'm going to take this guy up. So I'm going to purposely put them at 3 different heights on my cardboard. Get the glue on the back of this one, and I'm just using a regular glue stick for this, guys, so nothing fancy. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one kind of down, almost halfway in between where these 2 guys are, and we'll glue him down there. Okay, and then I'm going to take a marker, and once again, my lines are probably not going to be perfectly straight, but that's okay. We're going with it. So actually, you know what? I can cheat. I forgot I had my ruler. Let's cheat. We'll cheat so it'll look hopefully a little bit nicer for you guys. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot one important detail. We need to draw, since we want these to resemble ornaments, I want to draw, let's see what colors I want to use. Let's do this. Maybe we'll do red on the green. I should have thought to do this. We need something at the top of these so that they look like ornaments. So I'm just drawing kind of a rectangle shape at the top. Okay. And ideally, I think a silver or a gold marker would have looked really good for this, but I did test that ahead of time, and that wasn't working too good. You really couldn't see them on the cardboard. So we're just going to pick colors and fill that in so that it resembles an ornament. I think that is probably going to help us. And let's do red again on this guy. So you're just drawing that in freehand, coloring in your rectangle. Now we're ready to draw our lines. So I'm just kind of going up to the top so it looks like they're hanging. Okay. And guys, on any of these, you can embellish and add things to them, hot glue things on them to make them appear 3D, whatever. So, make that one just a little bit darker. And then we'll finish up on our third one here. Take that away and just do this. Okay, Now, if you want, you could just leave it like this, but I think I'm going to draw what looks like strings, like bows. And like I said, bear with me here because drawing is not one of my strong suits, but for the fun of it, I want to add these. So I'm not going to get too worried about whether it looks perfect or not, and they really don't have to be. But I think adding what looks like string at the top just makes it look good. The other thing you could do is on this one, you could take, they make a paint that's clear. It's also in the craft paint section. They make a paint that's clear, but it's got silver glitter in it. I think you could take that and maybe just go along the edges to dress this up a little bit. You could just go along the edges with that with a small brush, or just turn your brush sideways where you're just kind of using the tip, and to faintly add a little bit of glitter and dress it up if you'd like. And the other thing that you could do is, just because this one doesn't already have a hole in it, is just punch a hole. And honestly, to me it doesn't have to be in the center. So you could punch a hole there, and then to add a little something to it, you could add, if you don't want to do the paint with the glitter in it, you could pick a ribbon. If I could find the end of this, we could take a ribbon that's got bling in it and use it, there it is, as a way to attach this to our gift. So let's do that real quick. And the same thing again, we're just going to feed it through the hole that we made with our hole punch. Make our loop, pull our two tails of our ribbon through, and then you just don't want to move in there. There we go. You may have to work with it a little bit to get that guy to go ahead and tighten up. You've got those there, and now you've added some bling to your tag by just using your ribbon with the glitter. So there's that guy. All right, the next one I want to show you guys, I kind of went ahead here and started working on him before the live, just for time's sake. But I'm going to show you guys what I did. This is so simple, so very easy. Okay, so the first thing I did is I got just a piece of cardboard, as you guys can see. Guys, you can save your writing tablets, you know, the little memo pads that you get. Save the back of those because they're perfect for using for this project. So that's probably what that came off of, honestly. And what I did is I took my cardboard, laid it down on scrapbook paper, and I chose this red because I think it's manly, because I had you know, a male in mind for this tag. So I wanted to pick colors and styles that were kind of manly looking. So I picked this dark red that's got some black in it. I laid my cardboard down on it. I traced around my cardboard, and then I cut just inside my pencil lines with my decorative edge scissors, the one that looks like torn paper, okay? So you cut that out, and then let me get my glue on the back of here. So just use your glue stick. It's perfect for adhering paper to paper. It's easier to mess with than hot glue, and when you're doing paper to paper, you don't need hot glue for that. So when I get ready to put it down, I'm kind of hanging on to it and not letting it grab completely until I kind of look at it and make sure that I like the way it looks all the way around, because I really want to see kind of a cardboard showing, peeking out around the edge all the way around. And I think we've pretty much got that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it down, okay? And then my punch that I used for this one is a deer head. I absolutely love it. I bought it probably a year ago, probably last fall at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure they still have them. And I will tell you guys that I want to say the ones this size are probably like $20. I can't remember. I think they go on sale for half price, but even if they don't, you can use your 40% off coupon with Hobby Lobby and get it 40% off. So I chose this striped, all Christmas colors, scrapbook paper to do my deer head. So I just cut that out ahead of time, and they're super easy. I'll show you in a minute how they work in case you've not seen one before. And then I'm just going to take my deer head and get the glue stick and get it all on the back of my deer head. And then I'm going to just kind of eyeball and see where does it look good. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Somewhere near the center will be fine. So that guy is now on. I'll turn him around and let you guys look how cute he is. Because I think with the darker red, just the deer head itself with the lighter colors really makes it pop against that red. So that's that. And then, of course, I want to take my hole punch. And I'm trying to decide on this one. I don't know. Let's put this one in this kind of the center. Okay. So we've got our hole. And then I'm going to pick some sort of ribbon to use with him. Give me just a minute here because I didn't plan ahead on any of these. I thought we would just kind of look as we go. And I found something I think is pretty cute. I've got a piece of gold rope. I don't even know where I got this. Probably off of a bag. It was probably tied around a bag of something that I bought. And you guys know where I go from there. I save it. So once again, we're just going to make our loop. Send it through, pull the tails through the loop, pull that nice and tight, and we're done with that gift tag. And guys, as you can see, these go pretty fast. So if you kind of get in your head, you know, some styles, some things, and a lot of times what dictates what I make is what I saved through the year. You know, whatever I put back in my little paper stash. But, and these punches make a big difference too. So if you guys want to start doing things like this, because listen, you don't just have to do these at Christmas. You can do them for gifts throughout the year, birthday gifts, anniversary, wedding, baby showers, whatever. So investing a little bit in some of these punches, if you think this is something you're going to enjoy doing, then I highly recommend that you spend the money, because you can also start making your own greeting cards. I make a lot of my birthday cards and baby shower cards. I make them myself. I buy the blank cardstock at Hobby Lobby, and they'll put those on half price, and I just keep those in my little paper stash. And when I need a card, I go in there and I use my punches or my pieces of fabric or my ribbon or whatever, and I whip out a card too. So I don't know about you guys, but y'all have probably figured out about me by now. I'm a type 1, and I don't like paying $5 for a greeting card. I'd rather pay $5 for a lot of blank cards, a package of blank cards that I can go and customize to fit my recipient. That makes me happy. So if you guys haven't tried that before, then I would encourage you to do that, because it's fun, and honestly, it's therapeutic. Doing crafty things, making things with your hand, getting creative, it's just good for the heart, mind, and soul, I believe. So there's that. It looks like a couple of comments. Cheryl, my sweet friend, thank you so much. Mary Jane, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate you, girl. Okay, let's see. The next thing we're going to do, these are pretty darn simple right here, guys. This I actually received in the mail. Honestly, guys, I can't remember, but something that we probably think of as junk mail. Somebody trying to do, I don't know, who knows. Whatever. I saved it. So all you would have to do on this is just take, you know, you could use your decorative edge scissors and just cut out, go around the edges like I did a while ago on whichever thing I used them on. Oh, on the Santa that we put on the bag. Just go around with your decorative edge scissors, punch a hole in this, add your cord to it, ribbon, whatever you want to add, and you've got an automatic gift tag. Pretty simple, out of something that's already done for you. So that one's easy. And then this guy, you guys are going to laugh at me when I show you this. So, does anybody know about the Ghirardelli chocolates? Well, if you don't, you need to, because they're awesome. But anyway, I'm not doing a commercial for Ghirardelli, so I guess we won't go into all of that, but they're wonderful candy. Peppermint bark happens to be one of my favorite things that they make, and a couple of years ago, Mr. Stevens got me peppermint bark candy as one of my Christmas gifts, and this cute little guy was on the outside of the sack. So, you know, you guessed it, I saved it. So, my idea is that we come down here and we just follow around and cut out the actual snowman, if you will. Cut out his body, get these hard edges off of there. Cut that out. Okay. Kind of shaking him up a little bit. He was a little bent on the edges. So there he is, straightened up. And then down here at the bottom, where it has the writing for the net weight and that stuff, I'm just going to go right above that. I probably should have used my fancy paper cutter up there to cut a straight line, but hey, we're winging it. So cut that off at the bottom there. And then where it has the writing in between his mittens, I don't know that let me look and see. Hang on just a second. I'm looking to see if I've got anything over here that would work on my scrap paper. I don't know that I have something that really jumps out at me, but the point being, you could just measure what the inside of this square is and cut you out a piece of scrapbook paper. Use your glue stick and glue it right over the top of this, and then that could be where you do your to and from, okay? Punch a hole in his hat, add what I think on this one would be cute is probably the silver tinsel. I think it would make him look neat and kind of make him pop. So you add your silver, can't even talk, silver tinsel, and there you go. You've got yourself a nice, big, good-looking gift tag. So that one's simple. The next thing I want to share with you guys is my hole punch. I told you guys about this the other night. This is the one that just kind of ends up looking like a tag. Like a price tag or a gift tag, I don't know. It's just shaped like a tag. So, what we're going to do with him is I've grabbed my stash of Christmas cards that I have saved that people have given to us. And I'm just going to start looking through, and what I'm doing at this point is looking for, back on my stick, I am looking for things on the Christmas card that would look good in a small section, okay? Because you're wanting something that when you use the punch, the tag punch, it's going to be this big. So what would look good that size? So, you know, I'm going to give you an example. I wouldn't want to cut out part of this snowman because when you look at the tag, it's just going to be a blob of nothing. You're not going to be able to make any sense of it. So you're not going to want to punch out something like that. The other thing I do is on the Christmas cards, just like the one I told you guys a little while ago, I'm going to do this one so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take my torn edge scissors that look like you just staying right inside the edge and cutting him with my decorative edge scissors. And when we get finished, all we have to do is punch a hole in this guy and add a ribbon or rope, and he's ready for you to write your to and from on. I mean, guys, it doesn't get any easier than this. This is pretty simple. So we're just going to punch a hole. I think this one will look better for this one. We're going to punch a hole, and then come over here in our stash. Let me see what would look good on him. Let's see. Bear with me for a second, guys. I have this little silver cord that I think would look good with him. Wait. See, well, he has gold on it, but I like the silver with it against the blue sky. So we're going for it. So once again, you just take the cord, fold it in half, stick it through the hole, and then pull it through, and voila, you have another gift tag ready to go. So that was pretty simple. You could do the same thing. I think this guy would look really, really good. I'm not so sure this one wouldn't look good if you just cut him out with one of the little paper cutters like I've got over here. I may grab him in a minute depending on how much time we have. Cut him out, and then take a piece of the corrugated cardboard that I showed you guys at the beginning of the live, and glue him onto that corrugated cardboard. I think that would look really good. So, hi to my sweet friend Larissa. Thank you so much for joining me, dear. I appreciate it. So we might stick him aside for a minute and come back to him, because I think there's a good idea. All right, let's start looking through so I can show you the hole punch and how cute these turn out. And guys, you can see in the past what I've done. I'm sure last year I cut out the other part of this card and used it as a gift tag, but I still have these cute little birds that I could either use as is, or I could add. Let me see if I've got that piece of that corrugated cardboard left over here, a small piece. I don't, but I've got a big piece, so I'll show you guys against this, okay? But see, if I put him and I glued him on there and just cut out around it, look how cute that would be. And then add, you know, some fun ribbon for the string on him. Would look really, really good. So, I wasn't kidding when I told you guys I hang on to everything. I'm not joking. I hang on to everything. So, let's see. I'm trying to find something. And see, guys, a lot of these would just be cute by themselves. This guy would be super cute. Just cut him out with your torn-edge scissors or regular scissors, whichever, and use him. But I'm trying to find one that would look really good. Would look good with our hole punch. So bear with me just a second here. I probably should have looked ahead of time so I could have found a good one. But lots of these make super cute gift tags just on their own. So, I mean, look at this one, guys. I have to show this to you. You see how pretty that is with the silver, and it's already kind of small. Just perfect for gift tag. And that's an actual Christmas card that we received. Okay, I found one good one here for what we're wanting. And let's see, that guy is a maybe. I'll stick him over to the side. All right, so I was hoping to find 2 or 3 real fast. So I could just show you guys that one would be good too. It's going to kind of turn out like the first one that we picked. But okay, let me see. That one will probably look good. I appreciate you guys being patient with me, but it kind of also shows you what I go through to make my tags. Okay. So let's use these 2 guys for sure, and maybe a 3rd one. So on this one, I think that the holly leaves, holly berries are really, really pretty. So I'm just going to open it up and stick it in and punch. Okay, that one actually got over on the fold. I should have done a better job measuring. But I don't know, I kind of like the white strip on it anyway, so I would probably just go ahead and use it as is. So that's that. Let's do one more over here. Let's see how he turns out. So these punches really make this easy, guys, and they make really good looking cards. So then all we would do is, same thing we've been doing, just punch a hole near the top. Okay, and then add your ribbon. And I don't know that I'm going to add ribbon to those. You guys get it. We've done that enough. So you're just going to add your ribbon, and those guys would be ready to use. And this guy is going to turn out very similar because he is the same style card. So let's get him in and punch him. These punches, guys, they are awesome. That acts like there's hitting on something in there. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. These really are fantastic. They work so well. Now, look how pretty this one turned out. I'm going to put it against the white just so you guys can see it better. So, that turned out gorgeous. Punch your hole and add your string. That simple. So, that's pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to hop back real fast. And because I don't want our little trees that we painted at the very beginning. So let me grab a couple of things real fast for those. I'm trying to decide what I think they would look the best on. Okay. Let's see. All right, I think for our white tree, I really like it just against the cardboard again. I think that looks really, really nice. So we will use our glue stick and get our glue. And since it's cardboard, corrugated cardboard, I make sure and get plenty of glue from the glue stick on this one, guys, because it is a little bit heavier than just regular scrapbook paper or wrapping paper, tissue paper, or something else you might be using. So I just put a little bit of extra on. I don't think there's any need for hot glue, although you could do that if you wanted. And then I'm just going to come on, stick this guy on. And like I said earlier, for all the gals that really like the neutral look, because I know that's really popular right now, especially even for Christmas decorating and wrapping your packages, this turns out super cute for that look. And if you guys will bear with me just a second here, trying to find something that's kind of neutral that we could use with that one. And I've got some cord that's a neutral color. Have no idea where this came from, but it also doesn't matter. We're going to use it. So, okay, here's our cord, and we're going to attach it. Okay, and so for all of you gals that are into the neutral look, there is the perfect gift tag for you guys. All made out of trash. Stuff somebody would have thrown away. That somebody isn't me, but somebody I'm sure would have, everybody else probably would have thrown it away. But anyway, so there's that. And then I want to figure out our other trees that are left, whether we want to put them, I don't think I like that. But you guys get it. I guess I don't even necessarily have to do this part because you understand what I'm saying. So these two trees, you could even, out of the parts that I saved here, let me at least do this for you. You could cut out a couple of trunks, okay, to put on your tree. So I'm just going to show you guys. Maybe it would be really better if I did it against the screen. Let me do this. Okay, so you make a trunk for your trees, and a trunk for this tree, and we would just do the exact same thing we've been doing, the exact same thing, just with the glue stick, glue it on, you know, cut out around it, do your hole punch. You guys have got that down. So that just shows you some different ideas. And if your paper, if you feel like your paper is too thin to use it by itself with your trees glued on, then just simply glue your paper onto a piece of cardboard to make it stiffer. If that look feels better to you, then you can stiffen up your paper by just gluing it on cardboard before you put your trees on. And if you guys have like little wooden stars or the little peel and stick type stars, those would be real cute. You could stick those on the top of your trees. I've done that before and that turns out super cute. So you could do that as well. And then you guys get it. I mean, I don't have to keep going, but I'm going to grab one more scrapbook piece just to show you on this scrapbook paper here. Look how cute our green tree would look, never mind the crooked edges of my scrapbook paper. But look how cute it is on that red and cream colored chevron. Super cute because your tree really pops against that. So that's another cute thing. And like I said, if the paper's too thin for you, just glue it on to a piece of cardboard before, and that's that. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera back. So maybe I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you joining me tonight, and it's probably going to be a day or two before I come back on with my gift wrapping, but I will get back to you guys on that, and we'll be using a lot of the tags that you saw me make tonight. So I appreciate you, and if you've got friends or family that would enjoy learning how to make these simple gift tags, then if you would, please tag them in the comments. I appreciate it. You guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.